serious business. But most often, I'm known for fooling around or a different type of business, having fun, the playing hard side of it. I want to give you a glimpse of how we built the company and the fundamentals of the team that we put together. I want to explain to you the business that you're a part of by being a part of ViSalus, the values of the company, the teamwork of our executive team, and what our focus is, so that way you can have as much belief in you necessary for you to take action and build your business alongside of us as we build ours. Over the past year, we've grown from roughly at this time last year, we had about, I think, 60 employees. We have over 500 dedicated employees now to building your business. I learned how to build a team really from a great coach. Some of you are familiar with NCAA basketball.
Yep.
Know Coach John Wooden is.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. Woo!
Coach was a mentor of mine, and he was the all-time winningest NCAA coach. He won 10 consecutive seasons in a row where he had 10 championships. He was also a great teacher and a mentor to countless others, world leaders, dignitaries. And I had the privilege to sit down with him in early 2008, just before the recession hit. And I was interviewing him and I was asking him questions about teamwork, about how to build a championship team, one that would one day have 10 consecutive wins in a row. Because that was a mission of myself, Nick, and Blake. You know, youth is our advantage. We got 10 years left in us. Everyone in here has 10 plus years in them. So our viewpoint wasn't short-term success. It wasn't about looking at the scorecard. And it still isn't about looking at the scorecard. Our viewpoint is about long-term success. I often joke in industry events that, you know, we'll definitely be number one in the industry. And how do I know that? And the CEOs of the multi-billion companies don't? Because they won't be alive to see it. Maybe they're so old, they're gone, and they're now going to be retired. We plan to be doing this for the rest of our lives.
Long time.
This is personal to us. And so those are the qualities that we look for in people. We look for people on the executive team and the employee team that take it personally. We look for people that love to win, but you know what? They hate to lose even more than they love to win. I can see that in the leaders here, this leadership team has not lost in a single month. It's going on nearly 30 months in a row now, setting and achieving their goals and helping others get on challenge and get the life, the health, and the prosperity they deserve. So my hat's off to you 100% for the work that you've done. John taught me a simple method. The first day of practice, he would hold all the players together. And for those of you not familiar with basketball, he had these players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 7 foot tall. I don't even think they have to jump to dunk.
No.
And the first day of practice, he made every player, whether it be a freshman or a senior, learn how to put on their socks and shoes. And you'd think, Coach, why didn't you just pass the ball to Kareem? And he said, nope, Kareem wasn't allowed to play until he went through that practice. I was like, Coach, Kareem played high school ball. He probably put on socks and shoes before. He says, if he didn't put them on correctly, he didn't know how to tie his shoes correctly, he'd get a blister. If he got a blister, he wouldn't be efficient. And when you learn about our business model, 3 for free, stars and cars, it's simply a socks and shoes approach to a brand new player learning how to build their business efficiently.
Wow.
So that they can be successful. The values the coach built his teams with were real simple. And it's interesting, the parallels between the ViSalus team, both in our field leadership and in our executive leadership. Coach said, good values attract good people. He said, call yourself a teacher. He said, adversity is your asset. He said, don't look at the scorecard. He said, make greatness obtainable by all. He said, little things make big things happen. And this is by the most successful coach in the history of sports. The ViSalus values have a lot of parallels. I carry a copy of our value card with us in my journal. Everywhere I go, as do all of our employees. Our first value is be inspired, be inspired. When you call as a customer or a promoter and get a hold of one of our employees, I want them inspired by the fact that you're taking action on your life. I want them in awe of the fact that you decided to take the challenge. And in fact, another one of our values is always challenge yourself. We require every employee on their onboarding to pick their challenge or they're not off the job.
Oh my gosh.
We want our team so aligned with your team so that we can build one company together and spread this cause across the globe. Another one of our core values is to build trust through collaboration, to be a good teacher and a better student, and to think like an entrepreneur, and to be resourceful. Now why is that? Because you are entrepreneurs in this room here. And I want every one of our employees on the inside of the team to take the very perspective that you take. We built these values together as an executive team, and we hire every single employee. Over 50% of the criteria in making a hire is on the value system and how they align with our values, with your values. I share that with you because we've evaluated a number of competitive companies out there, and some of you are familiar with a number of our competitive companies. And we found that the one item that stunted their growth or stopped their causes was a lack of unity between the inside of the walls and the outside of the walls.
Yep.
Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. We realized that if we could eliminate the gap between the inside of the walls and the outside of the walls, if we could have employees on the inside of the walls working to serve you as your employees. Some companies get it wrong in this industry. They think it's the other way around. In this company, I affectionately joke, the inmates run the asylum. I'm one of the inmates, Rick's one of the inmates, and Nick's one of the inmates. I share that with you because I want you to understand that the team that has worked to put this event together is your team. I am your employee. Don't get it. Some of these girls listen, it's going to get weird. I lost my train of thought. Now I'm going to do this all night. Thank you guys.
It's Ryan's birthday too.
The employees, back to the, I said I was going to talk about students. We'll party tonight, don't worry, it's my birthday. When we talk about Challenge 3.0, that is a commitment to innovation. And our track record speaks for our intentions to constantly reinvent and constantly innovate and constantly improve our efficiency as a company so that we can improve your efficiency in doing business with this company. Everything that Challenge 3.0 is, whether it be the mobile rollouts, the Invitify, our reverse group offer system that you're familiar with, everything that it is, and the branding elements, all of the hard work that the executive team, the 500 or so employees, all of that hard work that they put in is 100% your business. If you take the opportunity, if you leverage the hundreds of millions of dollars worth of investments that we make the quality of our product, and the quality of our operations, and the innovations, and the R&D, and the science behind our product, and everything that we do, if you take that opportunity, you have one of the most efficient businesses as an entrepreneur in the world. You don't need 500 employees to run your business. And to have the lifestyle that all of us fellow entrepreneurs are doing this for. I gotta tell you that we could never have done any of this if it were not for what I believe is the best team in the history of teams in this industry, both in the field leadership and in our corporate leadership. Right now I want to ask our executive team to please come on stage if you guys are back there. And I'd like you guys to give them a round of applause because they've worked their tails off.
Woohoo!
There's a whole bunch more that are diligently working. I don't see Aldo up here. You guys will see literally almost every single week we've been announcing major additions to this team. And if you read the press releases, you'll see that there's a pattern and a theme to the releases. The most recent one, Roberto, who joined us, he's somewhere around here, is in charge of launching our Latino marketplace.
Awesome. Woohoo!
Mr. Paul Nowak here, the president of our company, joined us not too long ago. He's been working with us for a year. David here, the GM of Canada, Audrey Summerfeld, our head of product, Janice, our head of brand, the guy who writes the checks that you receive, Mr. John, and your personal attorney, Tony. I wanted you to see just a glimpse of our executive team. Real quick, how many years of experience do you have in the industry, Paul? 20 years? Dave? 5 years? 10? 20? 6? 8? Think about the cumulative experience that this executive team has for you to build your business. We've assembled the best team in the history of the world, so please give it up for our executive team. Thank you. A story I heard the other day. I heard a story about a young man who wanted to be successful. And he went to his mentor. He said, I want to be rich. I want to be successful. His mentor says to him, all right, I'll teach you how to be rich. The guy goes, I'll do anything. He goes, okay, meet me at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. And the young man says, I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. What does that have to do with success? And he goes, if you want success, you'll meet me at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. The guy's like, all right, I'll do it. He goes, you're going to meet me on the beach. He goes, what's the beach have to do with success, right? The beach isn't success. And he goes, you're going to meet me at the beach at 4 a.m. if you want to be successful. Are you in or out? The young man says, fine, I'll meet you at the beach. He gets to the beach, and he says, strip down, we're going in the water. The young guy goes, what does this have to do with success? This makes no sense whatsoever. Are you in or are you out? The guy walks out to the water. The old man gets in there, and the kid says, I really can't swim that well. The old man says, I know that. Get out in the water. They get past the break. He's in a little bit close to his head. He's unconscious. He's in fear. You know, he's in the waves. Can't handle it. The old man says, you want success? The kid says, yeah, I want success. The old man grabs him, pushes him underwater, and holds him down in the water. The kid's just flailing and flailing and flailing, and he can't swim. He's panicking. The man just continues holding him down in the water. Finally, after the kid's panicking, the man lifts him up, looks him in the eye, and says, "You want success?" The kid says, "Yeah, I want success. Why are you doing this to me?" The old man says, "What do you want most when you're under that water?" The kid says, "I wanted to breathe." He says, "You'll get success when you want it so bad, but you want it just like you wanted that breath of air." I share that with you. Because I know in this room, a number of you want success so bad, so that way you can change your family for generations, so that way you can change your community.
Yes.
That you'll do whatever it takes, by any means necessary. You'll give the "told you so" to the naysayers. You'll be there at 4 a.m. when duty calls, when a friend is in need. You'll do whatever it takes because you want success so bad that you can hardly breathe. How bad do you want success?